Hello, I'm going to do the Gemini love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my videos all the way through. I greatly, greatly appreciate any and all of your support. I truly do. All right, so we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And what is that crossed by? What is that crossed by? That is crossed by keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay? All right, so let's get some tarot cards here. I feel like sometimes when we meet someone new that is out of the usual type of person that we date, we like to go back to what we felt secure with, even though that may not have been a good choice for us, because we felt secure in some sort of way. We felt secure in that, you know. And I feel like there's this card, let's see, this one in the Whispers of Love, it's relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And so when I saw this right here, I feel like this card definitely represents that, is that, you know, looking at relationship patterns. Are we picking the same type of person? And are we getting the same results when we pick that same type of person? And maybe that's something that you need to look at. And because you keep picking that same type of person and you feel comfortable in that, that it's stopping you from looking outside of that and finding something that is long-term, you know, that is more long-term for you, because you keep going back to what it is that you know. All right. All right, so what is the foundation of the situation? What is the foundation of the situation for Gemini love reading? The Witch, and that is the Magician. What is passing influences? Passing influences for Gemini. Queen of Swords. What is the immediate future energies? High Priestess. What is the future energies for Gemini in this reading? Future energies for Gemini. Future energies. Feeling these two. Four of Cups and Two of Pentacles. What is the environment for Gemini? Environment for Gemini in this reading. I feel like the cards want to come out. Environment for Gemini in this reading. What is the strength for Gemini? What is the thoughts and concerns for Gemini in this love reading? What is thoughts and concerns for Gemini in this love reading? What is the outcome for Gemini in this love reading? Outcome for Gemini in this love reading. Love that. All right. And I felt the need to look at the bottom card. And we have 9 of Cups. All right. I feel like you're ready to be out with the old and in with the new. I feel like you kind of start out with you're holding on to your ex, you keep going back to the same thing, but I feel like you almost come to this realization that you're like, and I feel like there's part of you that says, okay, we need to keep an open mind and we need to think outside of the box for our next partner. And or if you're seeing someone new that is different from your usual, that I feel like you realize that, okay, I've got to let go of my old relationship patterns and I've got to do the new. And I feel like you're ready to change things up. I do feel that you struggle going back and forth, you know, because we have the battle wagon and we have the 2 horses here. And usually there's a dark horse and a light horse, and that represents having that conflict going between yourself. And I feel like you do go through that conflict of going back to what you know and what you're comfortable with, but then there's also the side of you that's like, yeah, I need to try something new because what I was doing wasn't working. And I do feel like you go through this process, but yeah, and then because this is future energies, and I feel like you realize, okay, I'm shutting the door on the old and my old relationship patterns, and I'm seeing that wasn't working, and I'm starting new. I'm starting something different. I'm going after what it is that I really want, because your outcome cards are the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you definitely realize that. You do have concerns about this whole process, and like I said, I feel like you go back and forth, and you may question yourself, and you may like start to go towards someone different, and then you're like, no, I kind of feel comfortable with what. And I feel like you keep opening the door to the ex. Either that's ex energies or it's an ex person. I feel like you keep opening that door to that every once in a while. But I feel like the more you keep closing that door, the more you'll realize that this is the direction that you need to go in, that you need to change things up. Okay, because I also feel like with the Chariot being in the environment, I also feel like the environment is trying to push you forward too. Like with his hand up like that, I feel like the environment is trying to push you forward. And then when we have the Tower card here, I feel like, you know, that, you know, things are built on a false foundation, and that false foundation is that what you always kept doing wasn't working for you, so it's time to change things up. And we have the sun that's bursting through this tower, that's breaking through. So it's like change is good. But that's definitely something that you have to work on, and you have to work on, you know, like the witch, which is the magician. It's about making things happen, making things come to fruition, and figuring out that formula and what it is, even though it's something different, you know, keeping an open mind. Like you're open, like it's testing all these different relationships to find out what works. And you know, this immediate future energies is the High Priestess, and it's about listening to that voice within. Even though you may have a couple voices that are saying, no, stay where you are, and one saying, pushing you forward, you know. but you have to, I feel like there's one that's more like trying to push you forward. You know, obviously you have to do what works for you, but you know, what I'm feeling from this reading is that person that realizes, you finally come to that realization, okay, I've got to change things up. I've got to close this door so that I can move forward and find what's right for me. All right, so let's see. Let's close out with the whispers of love, you know, because I kind of felt that energy from the beginning, that relationship patterns. All right, we have, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Yeah, I mean, that's completely true. Like, don't feel trapped by what, you know, you think had always worked before. Like, your possibilities are limitless, you know, especially with this keeping an open mind. Like, that's not able to come through. Like, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and you are limitless. And I feel like that's what you need to explore, and that's what you need to look into. And we have, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Look to your inner strength, okay, to be able to bust wide open those old relationship patterns and to start new and fresh, you know, to be this tower, to break those patterns, okay, and to really look for a stronger, long-lasting relationship. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.